This is a spooky one. It always freaks people out. How to read one card 15 different ways. Okay, like I said, this is a spooky one. When I do this for people, they kind of freak out. But I'm going to show you how to do this. We're going to use one card, and we're going to get a whole reading from just one card. And I'm going to take this one card. I've already shuffled. I've split the deck. I'm going to pull the top card in answer to the question. This is in relation to someone who's got a court case. It's a custody battle. And we're going to read the same card 15 different ways to get a whole bunch of information on the situation. Okay, so let's take the mother's point of view here. In a custody battle, this is the card. So we got King of Wands. Past, present, and future are the first three. Okay? So in order to do this, you have to be really, really good at reading your intuition and listening to all the things that the card is saying to you. Okay? Past, he made a grab for this child. Present, he's extremely angry, but he's trying to keep it under wraps so that he doesn't screw up the situation, because he wants to win this, and he's playing like he's an angelic father. But that's not the case, so he's misrepresenting himself. Future, he is going to be decrowned, which means that he's not going to get what he wants out of it, but I'm not sure that she is either. There's going to be something in between. Okay, so those are three different ways. That's past, present, future. Okay, so how is her attitude influencing the situation? She's being very protective, and she's working on remaining calm, and that's working in her favor. Okay, so that's 4. We got past, present, future. How is her attitude influencing the situation? Number 5. How is her communication affecting in the situation? This needs work. Her heart and her head are not working together, and she's sometimes letting things out when she should be listening more. Okay, so that's number 5. Number 6. What hidden motivations does she have that she may not be aware of? That is, she wants to take off. She wants to take off. She just wants to take off and not deal with this situation, and she's having to work against that. So she'd actually like to take the child and go, but she's remaining calm. But that's kind of motivating her in the background, and she wants to get her away from him. She is aware of that, but mostly there's a part of her that it wants to run, and she's having to stay strong. Okay? All right, so that was 6 ways to read it, right? Number 7, how is the way she's presenting herself to others affecting the situation? She's doing a good job presenting herself as a caring and protective mother, but she is having a hard time playing like she wants to be wants this to be equal. So the court is expecting her to want to be an equal partner and play equally, and she's not wanting to. Her protective side is coming out more, so she's not showing that she wants to compromise, and that is affecting things negatively in her case. Okay, so then so that was 7, right? So that was 7 different ways to read this. We're going on to number 8. How are her habits affecting the outcome? She's very open, and that's creating challenges for her. She needs to be more strategic and secretive, or not so open about her thoughts, her ideas. Also, how is her habits? How are her habits? she beats up on herself, and that gets in the way of this and prevents her from being able to be effective in this. So that's how some of her habits are affecting the situation. Number 9, how are her actions affecting the situation? She's become more calm in this case. Her calmness works in her favor, but she's letting him get to her, and she's letting him bait her. And that's affecting the situation stressfully. So how healthy is this for everyone involved? The child is having to grow. The child is going through a back and forth, and it's affecting her a bit. She's a little confused by what's going on, and not, or he, and it's not the best for her. The man's arrogance is growing, and he's becoming more and more prideful, but she's learning to become more and more self-sufficient and more strategic. So in the long run, actually, it's going to make her healthier, but he's going the opposite way, and the child is having some stuff that in the long run the child is going to have to deal with. What is the cause of this? What is the cause of this? The cause of this was not being very clear about the partnership to begin with, is what caused this, and not having very clear set rules about this custody to begin with caused this to be in the way that it is now. How the effect is going to be, both are going to be given custody, and so they're going to have to work together with someone else involved setting the rules. What are the long-term effects on her life? In her life, well, in the long term, I feel something's going to happen to him that's going to remove him from the situation, even though other people are going to try to make them work together. Something's going to happen with his health. So the long-term effects in her life is this actually, in the long run, actually teaches her a lesson on how to be stronger, more self-sufficient, and a better parent, a stronger, not a better, but a stronger parent, and more protective. But in the long-term effects, something's coming from this, and there's an illness coming for him. And then 14, so that's 13 different ways to read one card. How is the environment influencing situation? The environment is not providing support. It is like a barren desert or a cold, frozen. Things are frozen. So that's slowing things down. And then that was 14, right? So here's number 15. Number 15 is, I'm sorry, that's my finger there. Number 15, we got, how harmonious are other people's motives with hers? Well, that one's kind of all over the place. It depends on how she approaches the situation. On days where she's calm, things work more in her favor. On days when she's not, there's a great deal of conflict between the parties involved. Working in her favor, though, she's her biggest friend and or enemy is what's coming up here. So that's how you do it. 15 different ways to read one card. If you guys want to learn how to read cards more efficiently, I've got a new mini class coming up right now. I'm going to show people how their actions, motivations, and everything influence outcomes. It's going to be a really fun class. It's live. If you want to take that, contact me, 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com. Or if you want to get a reading, same thing. I'm Lucky Links, as always, wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do. Try it. This one really spooks people out. When you can get this much information from one card, it really spooks them. So try it. One card is all you need. This is a spooky one. It always freaks people out. How to read one card 15 different ways.